Marley, if you want to play it, it's right here on the bar, but I turned it on pause for now. You hear me? I said no. Alright. It's live. My YouTube is live. See, that looks better. The Jones. I don't think so. If you feel uncomfortable, just wear jeans and then we'll give you some more pants this weekend. We'll say you and these joints. My thing is live, so don't go in that room. Hey y'all. Sorry, I'm slow. Hey Maverick. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up on this tablet. Let's see if I can find it. VENMO. I have to copy and paste it. That's the only way I know how to do it. Did y'all have a good day? I'm still dizzling from this day. Go get your jammies, Dan. We'll wait. You go get your jammies and we'll wait. I already ate me a big old gulp of honey before I came on here. Like I really should have did that. All right. If there's no mini readings being donated, I'll do free yes or no questions. So if it's not a yes or no question, you can just delete that and re-ask whatever you want, but it's got to be a simple yes or no question. We're going to wait on Dan to get his jammies. Hey, that'll work, Dan. AC/DC shirt, that's always good. All right, Soul F. Does R miss me? Does R miss Soul F? Does R miss Soul F? I think we need to just all stay inside of our houses until Mercury retrograde is over. What do y'all think? Look at aliens in here 2 days in a row. That calls for a good old beating on the wall. You don't even have to make a list, aliens. The only thing I do now is like a yes or no question in between the donations. But you can definitely hang out with us, I hope. Four of Swords in the reverse and Ace of Swords. I don't know if they're necessarily like pining for you, but they do think about you from time to time with the Ace of Swords, Soul F. And they try to keep themselves busy when that happens. Four of Swords reversed. So, yeah. Don't be sad. She done hit me with the sad emoji. Yeah, there you go. That works really good. That goes together.
You make my butt look big.
This girl. What am I gonna do with this girl? I know y'all probably done heard her. Hey, Justine.
I'll repeat it if they did.
You're welcome, Soul F. This girl talking about making these jeans making her butt look big.
Y'all gotta see them, bro. I'm sorry.
Help me, Lord.
No, you don't.
Oh, Aliens is back. Back again. Aliens is back. Tell a friend. Aliens is back. Aliens is back. Aliens is back. Aliens is back. I done gave her made her have a sad face. I'm gonna have to let her make a list. If she wants to make a list, I'll let her make one anyway. But just so y'all know, it's only because she in here. All right. Justine, does Max truly love me? Do you love me? Do you want to be my friend? I'm deleting this live. Y'all know that song from my childhood? Five of Swords reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. That doesn't necessarily mean no, he doesn't love you, but it does mean there's a lot of roadblocks in dealing with this person. So it's not telling me yes or no, but I will say that it's not saying, because this is not emotional cards. You got the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Five of Swords reversed. I'm not going to say no because that's not necessarily true. He could have emotion for you, but just remember that what came out or what you need to see is that dealing with him is going to cause a lot of roadblocks in your life because you're going to keep going around and dealing with the same challenges, and it's just going to be kind of like on repeat. In other words, it's not going to be like you and this person can meet the challenge and overcome it. It's like the same thing. It's like a cycle. So that's what's showing up. So thank you, aliens. Marky said, oh, good Lord, Marley here. You're welcome, Justine. Anybody that causes roadblocks in your life, if you really do care about them, like unconditionally, truly care about them, just let them go and then work on yourself. And the best thing that would happen is you'll become a new version of yourself, which will in turn cause a new timeline to unfold, and then they could come back around and there's a possibility for it to be successful if they've done the same thing while you're gone, right? So really, if you love them on a deep level, you would rather do that because at the end of the day, it gives you a better chance to make it work out. Hey, Kaiser, how are you, baby? I sure is. I sure is. We give Mark headaches in like right there above his eyeball, aliens. All right, Zahia. Does A think about me? Does A think about Zahia? Ten of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Cups reversed. If they do, it's not in a romantic, want to make you the rest of their life person. It's not like that, because they're showing me like emotional unavailability and instability. Ten of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Cups reversed. So it's coming out like a no, but it doesn't necessarily mean a no. It just means that they're emotionally unavailable and not very stable. So if they do think about you, it's not in a way to like commit and show you emotion. Hey, Adam, you're welcome, Zahia. See, Mark had to take a Tylenol just now. It was already starting to twitch. All right, let me see where I'm at. Haifa, does A have romantic feelings for me? He has to probably throw a goody powder in there too, Dan. I wouldn't even blame him. Does A have romantic feelings for Haifa? I know that's right. You would be drowning over there in alcohol debt and liquor. I know I don't drink either. Ever. I used to every now and then, but not now. I just don't even want to. It ain't worth the next day. It ain't worth the way you feel the next day. That's awesome. 8 years. Four of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. This is saying that this person's like being a miser with their energy. 4 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Cups is like detaching from this situation. So if they had anything going like romantically for you, it's like they're trying to back away from it or get rid of it or detach from it. What is up with these cards today? What y'all did to these people? Huh? What y'all doing? Let's switch decks. Y'all been noticing the questions? Like the answers? They're coming out. I know that's right, Fundamental. Let me see who Adam. Let's see what Adam gets. Does CM have romantic attraction towards me? Let's see, Adam. Are you going to break the pattern, Adam? Yes, Haifa. Start to get your mind on your bag. Get your mind on your money and your money on your mind. You're welcome. Mark says, Spirit say, I done had enough of y'all shit. Let's see what comes out in this deck. We should ask again when Mercury retrograde's over. The funniest thing today, I saw, what's her name? That does, it's Mark's friend that has the tarot channel. I have her on Facebook, and she said, I think this is the worst Mercury Gatorade I've seen yet. I thought I was going to die laughing. Thank you, Kaiser. You can post your question, baby. All right, Adam. Does CM have romantic attraction? 6 of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Cups. So the answer actually is a yes, because the Knight of Cups is here. But the problem with this person is they're not willing to put in a balanced effort towards making something stable happen. But they do have some romantic feelings going on with the Knight of Cups. But like I said, this is the imbalance card. So If you deal with them, one person's going to be doing all the work. All right, y'all, I'm going to do Kaiser. Kaiser just donated. So y'all let me focus for 1 minute, okay? How does Erica currently think or feel? You're welcome, Adam. For me, after seeing me today, what is she not telling me about our connection? Okay, I'm confused. Let me think about this. How does Erica currently think or feel for me after seeing me today? What is she not telling me about our connection? Do you automatically know that she's not sharing something with you? Or are you just asking that because you want to know? Like you feel this urge to know more? What the heliante? That's stuck in my head from TikTok, for real. What deck am I going to use? We'll use Morgan Greer. You're just being nosy. I got you. Okay, let's see. We'll just see what comes out. How about that? 5 shuffles. What is Erica currently thinking or feeling after seeing Kaiser today? I hope I say your name right, because like it always makes me think about Antigone, because I said her name was Antigone for like 3 years, and then she finally told me it was Antigone. Nosy Nelly from Nebraska. That's going to be Kaiser's new nickname. No, you're good. You got it right. All right. I freaking called that poor lady Antigone. And she answered to it and everything. Dan got his AC/DC shirt. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all remember seeing her in here before? I'm like, hey, Antigone. Whoops. I didn't do it on purpose. I hope she never thought I did that to her on purpose. That's pure pain. All right, Erica, tell us something. I was going to see if you want to flip. Magician card. I don't know. Knight of Cups. 2 of Swords reversed. Wheel of Fortune. 6 of Wands reversed. 8 of Cups. 7 of Swords reversed. Page of Wands reversed. So if you don't know about this, something that she could be not telling you about is feeling like responsible for not saying or doing the right thing about something between you and her. 7 of Swords reversed. But the reason why I'm saying it's something she could not be sharing with you is the Magician came out in the first spot and you asked what is something that she could be hiding. So maybe something like, it don't have to be bad. It could be just that she's not being very vulnerable about it, but something she's not willing to open up about, like something she's not being, she feels responsible. You know how when you're a little kid and you do something wrong and you don't want to tell your mom, but your mom's trying to ask like 5 other kids who did it and everybody's like lined up in a line, you know, that kind of vibe. And you feel this overwhelming like guilt or responsibility to come forward, but you're scared of the consequences, so you just be quiet and let everybody get in trouble. It's like that, but a grown-up version. Magician, 7 of Swords reversed. The Knight of Cups is here, so she has emotional interest in you. And the Wheel of Fortune with the 6 of Wands reversed says, dealing with this person, if in the past they've wasted your time, I feel like you should detach from them. If that hasn't happened, then don't take that part. But the reason why I'm saying that is the 8 of Cups is about detaching or letting this person go. because they could, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands reversed, waste your time. They got a little bit of immaturity in the way they communicate sometimes. They might speak before they think, or they either might undershare or overshare. Either way, it's both on both sides of the deck. It's not balanced. Either they're oversharing to a point that it can damage the connection between you and them, or they undershare to a point that it can damage it. Two of Swords reversed, Page of Wands reversed, Knight of Swords. So that's one problem or like challenge with this person. But there is chemistry here. That's the thing that keeps you coming back or keeps them coming back in terms of like feeling drawn to each other. The Lovers and the Knight of Cups. That's a lot of intense pull together. So sometimes when you have a pull to a person, it makes you want to see only that part, because you literally probably have chemicals being released in your brain that feel really good. The Lovers card and the Knight of Cups. It's almost like a drunk feeling, but it's not drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's like you feel overwhelmingly like this person needs to be in your life for some reason. But then the other stuff's not lining up. What I mean is like the waste of time part, the communication issues. But they feel a chemistry towards you. You feel a chemistry towards them. That's clearly there. But if you're not careful, you'll go through like multiple cycles with this person with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going to make you feel as if you wasted your time. My opinion is we never waste our time when that happens, because we have to learn something to move forward, right? So let's just say it takes us 5 times to learn that. Did it waste our time, or did it teach us the lesson very effectively? It's based on your perspective. So if you're not ready to give up on this person and you have interest in them, don't give up, right? But just know that it's possible you could feel like you've kind of like wasted your efforts or your time with them at some point, and you may feel like you just need to give up and walk away. I don't think they're going to change that, whatever they're doing currently. They're not going to change their patterns of behavior, their effort, or anything like that. But I think you're going to continue to feel drawn to them, whether you keep trying or you walk away. So that's very challenging. When you walk away, you got to actually have a valid reason internally to walk away, because you're going to have to fight the urge to try again. So I would literally let it take how many times it takes to learn, why is this person not for my highest good? Because unless they decide to do some changing, they're not for your highest good, because they're wasting your time, or this connection itself can waste your time at the end of the day. But the chemistry that's pulling you together could literally be like you have a soul contract with each other. That might not be the right word for it. Let's just pretend that's what everybody believes for a minute. And that's why they're being drawn to you. They have something very important to teach you, or you them, to evolve on your journey. So at the end of the day, it may not be your life partner. It may just be someone you're drawn to chemistry-wise to learn something. And it's something about wasting your time, and there's also blocks in communication. And again, I feel like they feel guilty or responsible for something they've overshared or undershared with you. It could even be their interest in you. If they haven't been straight up and open with that, then they're not showing you the whole picture. If you feel really drawn to this person and you're not seeing a lot of the same thing from them, they're not mirroring that back, it's because they feel it internally, but they're not showing it. 7 of Swords reverse, Magician. Hey, Joker, let's ask some advice, because this feels like you're going in circles, honestly. So let's just ask advice from a whole nother deck. I feel like if I stop right here, you're going to leave my chat just as stuck feeling as you was before you came in here, because that's the way I would feel if I got this reading. All All right, let's give you some advice with dealing with this person. I got you, Kaiser. Hey, Mystical. How are you? From Serbia. Hey, Forrest. All right, what is the best advice for dealing with this person? The actions you should take, or what you should do, how you should look at it, whatever wants to come out. What's the best advice? This is why I'm saying the waste of time thing. Like, I can sit here and say, yes, this person could waste your time. Walk away. But that's a lot easier said than done when you haven't learned whatever reason you need to walk away. Does that make sense? Maverick, I was actually named after a soap opera. It was two twin girls named Victoria and Marley. My mom named me after a TV show. It would have been cooler to be named after Bob Marley, but... Because when you feel like a strong connection to someone, you can know mentally, like, I need to do this. This ain't good for me. But until you truly learn it, knowing it and learning it is two different things. So it's just not that simple, basically, sometimes. We've all been there. Probably every one of us who reads these cards have been there. I know Mark has said he's been there. He reads these cards. Caught up in a connection and you don't know what to do with yourself. Ten of Swords reversed. This is your advice cards. Let's see what else. Four of Swords reversed. The Fool card in the upright. The Lovers in the upright. You done got the Lovers in this deck over here and the advice deck. So if you're wondering if this is like an exceptionally intense connection, or like this is different than what I've felt in a long time or ever, it's because this is someone that helps alter you forever. You're going to be a different version of yourself, whether you stay with this person or not. Even if you split ways, you'll be forever changed by dealing with their energy. At the end of the day, that's like very hard and not easy to walk away from, you know? All right, so your advice cards are find new things to do. That sounds simple and easy, but sometimes we don't like to get out of our comfort zone. With the Fool energy and the Four of Swords reversed, even if you have to like literally get a planner out, like old school planner style, and write down new things you can try or do. It doesn't even have to cost a lot of money, but things that can fill up your time that you could possibly enjoy. New things to do that have nothing to do with this person. That's like a start. That's one thing for the advice. Another thing is recognize that you don't need to beat yourself up with the Lover's energy if you do end up letting this person back in whenever you see they're wasting your time at some point. Because there's something you're meant to learn from connecting with them, whether it's just a lesson about valuing your own time or valuing yourself. There's a million different lessons we can learn from people being connected in our world. So whatever that is, don't beat yourself up if you do give them a chance. Ultimately, I feel like you'll let this connection or interest in this person pass you by with the Four of Cups reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. And if you possibly can get your mind around the fact that this is probably not your forever person, Ten of Cups reversed, that would help you a lot. Hangman. He sees things from a new perspective. His head is lit up. So try to observe the connection. What is it teaching you about yourself? Because the sooner you learn that and you truly apply it, the easier it'll be to detach from it. But the thing you can do, like starting tomorrow, is try to take small steps in the direction of doing new things, trying new things, even if it's as simple as getting your coffee at a new place, going to a different restaurant than you normally do on Friday. You see what I'm saying? Change it up in any way possible that you have the power to do so now. We all have different finances and we all have different work schedules and all that, but whatever you can do for your schedule, change it up where you can. That'll help, for one thing, to help get you not feeling like in your head about it. The Fool card and the Four of Swords reversed. And if you can kind of like jump back from it, this is not the right words. I feel like my words ain't coming good today, but if you can just like set back and look at this connection from the perspective that this is not meant to be my forever person, but it's meant to teach me something important about myself when it comes to like my self-concept or my self-esteem or the way I view myself, the way I interact with people, my boundaries, something like that. I feel like it'll move on quicker because then you'll see this person's overstepping something like that. When it comes to your boundaries or being emotionally unavailable, there's something here they're doing that you're allowing, and it's because you got to learn that you don't deserve that. Even if you feel that strong connection, you got to learn that you don't deserve that. But doing the new things is where you can start tomorrow. It sounds simple, but if you don't know where that might lead you, try new things. And if one thing you try don't work out, try something else. Let's say it's randomly building model cars. Okay, start doing that and start trying to cultivate joy while you do it. It's an energetic thing. It's changing your energetic signature, which might change the dynamic between you and this person because everything's connected. So this feels like something you can easily get caught up in and spin in circles. The Wheel of Fortune is here. That's the spinning in circles, and you got it twice. Look, you got the Wheel of Fortune twice and the freaking Lovers twice, and I used 2 different decks. So there's clearly something here that has like an intense bond with this person, and it's easy to get caught in a trap of spinning. So if you can just try to figure out what the hell is this connection teaching me, I feel like this energy won't be stuck to you kind of like glue. I don't know if it's like that for you, but a lot of times a lover's connection will feel like their energy is stuck to you like glue, like they're taking up real estate in your head, right? So I feel like the one thing you have control over this week, this month, is trying new things to cultivate joy. Just start there and see where it leads. All right, I'm going to give you an oracle, Kaiser. That's when it sucks to be a human, when you get caught up in a connection that you feel drawn to, but you know that it's not good. There's so many triggering points to it. Hey, Teresa. You got the Trust card, 32, breaking down to a 5. This is about change. So you kind of like start the new thing that has nothing to do with this person, and it kind of don't make any sense, but you kind of have to lean into it and trust that it's going to lead you somewhere. It's a breadcrumb. If there's something that you've had an idea to do in the past 6 months or year, but you never really acted on it, as grown-ups, we never really act on what we have ideas about, because if it doesn't make us money, we usually don't do it. Or if it's not something that's in our responsibility list, most of the time we don't do it. But if it's a hobby or a goal or something you can pour your energy into, I feel like that'll be a good thing, like, to start there. And this girl, she's in like this clear dome. It's like boundaries, something to do with boundaries. And then you got new beginnings with the 2 at the top. So see, new beginnings and the Fool card. This is like your advice. changing it up in whatever way you can. And the extreme card is on the bottom, which is basically the devil card. And we all can get caught up in devil energy because it's very alluring. It draws you in, right? So I feel like what this connection is something very intense that's meant to teach you something. And once you master it or learn it, you're going to kind of go up a level. You're going to graduate to the next grade in the school of earth. I hope that made sense, Kaiser. At least try to think of some stuff you can try to do that's new things. The best thing to do is to try and do things you have control over that can change your energy. And it might help you detach from this person. Because they're very crafty, by the way, with that magician energy and the Seven of Swords reversed. It's a crafty sort of energy. And it can draw you in if you're not careful, so. You are very welcome. There's Miss Bikini. You're very welcome. He said, okay, bruh. That's what my kids call me. Bruh. I get called bruh more than mama. Teresa, how's your son? I hadn't seen you in a while, so that's the last time I seen you. You were like taking care of your son and stuff. I'm doing good. It was the first day of school for my daughter. That's right, Miss Bikini. We slaved the shift. She said her arm hurt some off and on today, Mark. And we're on day 4 of the antibiotics. So we got 10 days left. I know I bug her because I ask her every day, but I just want her to make a whole day without it hurting, you know, so I can know that the antibiotic's working. She was like overstimulated by the time she got home, aliens. I mean, she said it wasn't a bad day, but I can always tell when she gets home from school and she's all overstimulated. I've told her before if she didn't want to go, she could homeschool, but she wants to go, so. You hearing they're calling me bruh as we speak? Ma'am? I know. Why do we start so early? I wish they would let them start in September because it's too hot to be going to school. It's like you can't even breathe in the humidity. So everybody else starts at the end of August. We got ripped off. It's August 4th. Sean, if you want a yes or no question, I'll give you that. Or I can give you an oracle card. If you want a message from the universe, I can give you an oracle card. Labubu, I can answer that with a yes or no question for fun, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. That's happening because it's something internally with you. If you have a pattern in your life, it's because there's something internally you got to change within you so that you quit dealing with them. Do you know what I mean? All right, indigenous. See, Marky's nephew goes back in September. We got ripped off. Is the insurance gonna fix your TV for free? Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles. I would say yes. Finally a good one. And it was about money, basically. Somebody said a while ago we need to focus on money. All right, Butterfly. Will I find love in the next 2 months? You're going to want to punch me in the nose, but there's love everywhere. If there's a tree growing in your yard, there's some love. If you fed a stray cat today, there's you some love. And the more you acknowledge that, the easier love just starts to show up to the point that you're probably going to turn it down. Aliens done told me to grow up. She said, that special love, Marley. I ain't playing with you today. I don't got time for this shit. All right, let's see, Butterfly. It is true. It's annoying to hear it, though. When you be wanting, like, romantic love and people tell you that, it be, like, making you want to get pissed off, but it really is. Okay, Teresa, you have a good night. Okay, good. She said, be right back, hopefully. Seven of Swords reversed. The Star card. You could have like a couple people that might show interest in you with the Seven of Cups. And it may seem good in the beginning, but I don't know if it's going to be anything that lasts long term because the Seven of Swords is reversed. So possibly new opportunities, but I don't know that it's really going to go like long term. Blissful said, we want a damn human. We don't want to feed no damn cat. All right. You welcome, Indigenous. Let me see where the hell I'm at. Did I get lost in the questions? I think that was it. Did I get everybody that asked? Oh, Sean wanted an oracle. All right, Sean, I'll give you these oracles. And Miss Bikini, if you want an oracle, you're welcome, Butterfly. Sean wanted an oracle. Hey, Barbie. And then Miss Bikini will be next. All right, Sean. The friends we meet along the way help us appreciate the journey. This can be the annoying people too, that like they start out as your friend, but they end up not your friend. They help you appreciate the journey of your growth if you choose to see it that way. That's also an annoying thing as well, but... So if you have someone that you maybe was like once was friends with, but not anymore, what did you learn from that person, you know? About your own self, about your boundaries, about authenticity, all the things. Everything that's ever happened formed the incredible being that you are. So there you go. That's the same message again, just in a different card. So whether that person is your friend now or not, whether that connection is in your life now or not, it helped form who you are today. So don't regret things on your path. If you can learn to be grateful for them, it helps push you forward in a positive direction. Even if it was a negative experience, it still taught you something if you choose to recognize it, right? And it helps get you out of like a victim state. I should be on like the poster for victim state. I've been there a million times and I still do it sometimes now. All right, what's this one? Nurture yourself is essential to your well-being. So treat yourself with love just like you would someone outside of you that you really do care about. That's sometimes challenging as well. All right, Miss Bikini is up for an oracle. They going everywhere. Miss Bikini is up for an oracle. You sure can, Mark. You doing the Miss Bikini? She said you can get one. She'll take one, but you gotta have if you have time. I think you got this one yesterday. Thank you, aliens. You are the beat of your own drum. That's just like being okay and embracing your own self, who you are. Embracing your authenticity. Nobody else on the whole planet has your fingerprint or your energetic signature. Nobody else. So you should just embrace who you are. Face challenges that might be foolish enough to face you. Is that like a line or something? I don't think I ever seen this one. Face challenges that might be foolish enough to face you. That's saying that you're stronger than you think you are, or you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Good conversation is food for the soul. So when you have opportunities to be around people that you care about, take it and run with it. Do that. This is two people hanging out, drinking some tea or coffee, right? All right, and the bottom says, a day filled with laughter is a day well spent. So again, if you get opportunities to hang out with family or people you know in your world, take that opportunity. There you go, Tanya. Miss Bikini. All right. Lovely LaBoo-Boo. Is you still here? I'll do yours. Will the next 2 months bring ease? You said. Will the next 2 months bring ease? Emperor reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. You may still have to deal with a person or people that have a sense of like, what's the word? Like a chip on their shoulder. That's a nice way of saying it, but they could be assholes technically. But the thing is, if you just look at it from the perspective of, I'm going to protect my energy at all costs, and I'm going to choose to believe that this is working out for my own good, and not let these people or this energy run over me or take advantage of me. And I'm going to stand up for myself, but I'm not going to do it in a way where I feed the drama. Because this can be dramatic too, Knight of Cups reversed. If you can look at it from that perspective, by default, you're going to start taking different actions. So then, in turn, these people are either going to back off or they're going to see their spot in your life and it's not going to be the same outcome what you've been dealing with. So if you can be the hangman in spite of that, I feel like it will ease up. But you got to like take different actions. Try not to feed into it. We all do it at times, but that's the best way to get rid of it. Don't feed it. All right, Maverick. Will my channel continue to grow and be prosperous? You're welcome, La Boo Boo. Will my channel continue to grow and be prosperous if I go back to the lives? I love helping people. You should do it if you love to do it regardless of what comes out. Anything you love to do, there's something your higher self is trying to push you towards. But we're programmed to just go after Ace of Swords. Yes, but we're programmed, Magician at the bottom. We're programmed to do things because we have to, not because we enjoy it or because we want to. But if we learn to follow our joy when we can, it creates positive results in our life and other people's life. It's a ripple effect. But your answer is a yes. You should be doing that. Ace of Swords and the Magician is a yes. All right, Marky. You want an oracle, Marky? I literally forgot. I know you're going to slap me in the nose. You welcome, Maverick. Was you picking on me or you really want one? Okay, let's give Marky an oracle. Amy playing that saxophone back there. She practicing after she done practiced after school. Life is a carnival, revel in the ride. Marky, say you go, girl. She probably can't hear me. Make a little mischief? What's that mean? Oh, you want to hear her? Okay. Let me give Marky one more oracle and then I'll sneak in there. You are the beat of your own drum. That's the most Aquarius thing I've seen. Miss Bikini got that too, I think. And the bottom says, remember to wear your self-confidence, rock it and own it. I don't know what this is though. Make a little mischief. Maybe have a little fun. Because it says life is a carnival, enjoy the ride. You're very welcome. She done stopped. She must hear us talking. I'm trying to see if she's doing it again so I can sneak on in there. I'll have to get you a video, aliens. It'll be better. Because she's stopping and doing like little short. Do you hear? I have to get her like to play you a song. Because I don't know exactly what she's doing in there. Oh no, NC. You done got a reading on this man, and now his spidey senses is tingling, and he done went to his apartment. He done went to his apartment. You can hear faintly. My air just went off. Maybe you can hear now. Can you hear? I think she's learning something new. I'm just picking on you, NC. I'm just trying to make you laugh. All right, let's see what happened. Let's see what comes out. Why did the guy who flirts with me at work act so closed off today? I know, aliens. And my son plays the guitar all the time. They be playing that little music. Today. I want to say this, NC, no matter what comes out, whoever this guy is, we can easily misinterpret the way people come off during this freaking Mercury retrograde. I know I blame everything on that, but it's true. We can like miscommunicate or say things in a way where people assume we mean something we don't mean. I tried to play the piano, aliens, because I have long fingers, but I didn't have the skill, so I just gave up. I probably could have tried more, but I didn't. I got like a keyboard for Christmas, and I never really tried it. I didn't give it a fair chance. Good, NC. I'm glad that made sense. Because it is a weird week, and I think it's going to be like the last day of it is like August the 11th. So what's a week or two, you know? What's a week or two give anybody could have a bad week or a bad day. Uh-oh, there's Lucky Girl. All right, why did he act so closed off today? Why did he act so closed off today? I hope so, aliens. I want them to go 10 times farther than I ever did. Now she's getting it. It's officially football season. Ten of Swords reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Devil reversed. Queen of Swords. Two of Cups. Strength reversed. I don't know if the Two of Cups came out for you yesterday or not, but look, Two of Cups, Strength reversed. They still feel a mutual interest in you no matter what they showed you today. I'm not good at remembering exactly what comes out, but I know something like a mutual interest or something like that came out. And then you got the Two of Cups upright again. So let's see what comes out. They even got the Queen of Cups. So they could literally just be having like some stuff going on in their life that has nothing to do with like a person, not you or anyone, because the Ten of Pentacles is reversed. So this can be anything from, I'm going to give you a random example, but let's say that their light bill was due 3 days ago and they didn't get but 30 hours on their check and they have to pay their car insurance. So now they have to make a payment arrangement on their light bill, and it's going to take them some time to get caught up. I know that's not the thing, but it's like that energy. That's what I feel like is going on with this person, because it wasn't just you. I feel like they're a little closed off in general. You know how when you kind of go within yourself because you're being like an introvert, but you still have to do extrovert things like go to work? That's the way I feel this person is. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Swords, being emotionally detached. But the Two of Cups still showed up. So there is an interest here regardless. I don't feel like they were that open with much anybody, not just you. Seven of Cups reversed. Thank you, Teresa. That's my daughter. But I feel like this interest they have in you is not really anything to do with the way they were coming off. Even if you felt like it was towards you, it might just be because you have a crush on them, right? So you're analyzing the way they come around you, but they might just not be having a good day. I would chalk it up to give them a week. I feel like it'll change. I just think they're having regular life things going on. Not just, like they intentionally are trying to treat you a certain type of way. I don't think that's it. Because if I did think that, I would tell you, I promise. But the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups, I don't think they see themselves, their intention wasn't like, I see NC today at work, I'm going to give them the cold shoulder because I'm no longer feeling any sort of interest. I don't want to play around with NC today. It wasn't like that. It wasn't directed towards you. They're more like introverting, focused on whatever this Ten of Pentacles reversed is, and they're not really giving anyone their energy. Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, both reversed. And you know that energy you have, like we all do, Devil reversed? If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. It could even be that. Like you just kind of keep to yourself because you're not feeling the best or you're not having the best mood currently, that kind of thing. That's what I feel like it is. I wouldn't let what they're saying or doing in the next day or two completely determine how I measured their interest in me. I would just kind of like let it be whatever it is and still be friendly. If they talk to you, fine. If not, oh well, because they do have an interest in you. I just don't know if they're going to act on it. Let's ask. Let's ask just for fun. Let's just ask. Will they act on it eventually? Will they act on it eventually? Will they take action? When I say act, I mean like, will they ask you out on a date or try to hang out or something? Are they interested enough to do that, to take action? The Nine of Cups upright. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. Them two came out together. Two of Pentacles reversed. That's making a decision. So, will they act? And the Ten of Pentacles upright came out. You see what I'm saying? This is like, when things are going good, they might be more likely to play around and talk to you and flirt, or even possibly ask you to do something after work or get a cup of coffee or whatever it is you would do. You know what I mean? when they're in a more emotionally satisfying place. The World reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I wouldn't be so sure that they don't have like a, I don't know, a baby mama or a family member or someone who gives them a lot of grief. Queen of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups. Like, I feel like they have something going on in their world that's at home with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. But if they were in the right energy, I feel like they would act because they would be feeling this. It's going in circles. So I'm going to ask in another deck one more time. We'll just ask over the next couple weeks. We'll keep it simple. Are they likely to ask you out in the next couple weeks? Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Swords. Not likely in the next couple weeks. Temperance reversed. Yep, you got to detach and just let it be what it is. They do have interest in you. Flirty energy, but I don't know if they're going to act and like ask you out or anything like that. In the next couple weeks at least. They almost feel like with the Emperor, like they need to get control of something that's in their daily life. That's really bugging them. Or getting the best of them in some way. There's so many things in life that can do that. You're very welcome, NC. Thank you. I was hoping it would just be straightforward, yes, you know. Jesus, Lord, help us all. Y'all, how does the day get gone so fast? Yes, NC. It makes you want to, like, my face is burning. It feels like frustration because I'm trying to like give you the words that it's describing what it's saying, but it feels like I'm going in circles. It's the saxophone, Teresa. And y'all realize like 2025, okay, it's August, right? So we might as well just say Happy Halloween, get the turkey out, and then put the Christmas tree up because it's about to be New Year's. Does it feel like to y'all that time goes faster than it did before 2020? Here I go. I need to go get my tinfoil hat for this conversation because I sound crazy. Do y'all feel like that? Or is it just me? Like, does it feel like the time? It does. Exactly. Where did this year go? I remember I remember when it was just 2024, like, now we're 8 months in. And I feel like now, like right now, this time, like this month, should be, if we have any like new goals that are new habits we want to stop, like me doing this vaping shit, we should be doing it now. Like trying to work on it now if we want to do it for New Year's. Because it goes by so dang fast. You can't wait till New Year's and do it. It feels like a blur, like you can't even keep up with it. One holiday and then another one, and it just keeps going so fast. I don't know if it's because we became grown-ups, but I swear 2019 had a different flow to it than 2021. And it's been a little bit weird ever since. Like 2020 was some kind of divide, it felt like. And it seems like we are like forever changed since then. I know, aliens, they already have the Halloween stuff out. Even at the dollar store, they have Halloween stuff out. And actually, I saw it the last week of July. Like, dang, y'all, I'm still sweating. I still have swamp ass from the humidity. I'm not ready for my jack-o'-lantern just yet. You know, I'm supposed to be able to put a hoodie on when I get the jack-o'-lantern. Dang. Dan said, when you pass 55, it's like hyper acceleration, and then you start wondering, how long do I have? Oh no, Dan. So it goes faster, huh? Exactly. September's like already here, basically. Yeah. If it's going to be faster than, and I always say, like, I don't see how it can get any faster, and then it just seems to get more faster. I'm just glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. Like, after, like, just say 2015. That was 10 years ago. 2015 was 10 years ago. I know, aliens, they just got out. They barely had a summer, and now they're already back. I really do try, Dan. It's easy to get caught up in the rat race. Thank you, Teresa, for coming in here. And if anybody's not subscribed to, I call her Teresa, that's what everybody, but My Traveling Gypsy Tarot, she does free readings. She's given me a whole free reading on her birthday before. So I don't know if every stream she does is a free reading, but I know she does them. Oh no, Miss Bikini. Let me think about what you got. And you know what, aliens? The CERN thing. I literally hear about that all the time on TikTok because I be going down the rabbit hole on there, but I don't understand what it is. What did you get, Miss Bikini? You got, I don't remember. My brain's too fried. I wish I could remember. I'll pull you some more. Let me know if you want me to pull you some more. Beat to your own drum. I remember that one. If you tell me, I'll pull you some more if that's what you want me to do. Is it something to do with the weather? The CERN thing? CERN is a giant science lab in Europe where scientists study how the universe works by smashing tiny particles together. So it's like quantum physics. It helps us understand things like matter, energy, time, and the Big Bang. I'll tell her you said that, Tony. She practicing for that halftime show, ain't she? But that's what they tell us. The Collider in Sweden. Okay, Miss Bikini. So when you say a collider, you mean like you bombard some freaking electrons, like you push them together? That's over my head. I can't help it. Like, I want it to not be, but how do you even make a particle collide if you can't see it? Maya, you said this is pastel dreams. So I didn't answer your question because I never do. That's like a whole reading. I would do like a free yes or no. It's like a card. You get a card. A giant 1 to 2 mile tube that they use. Now, I do kind of understand the slit experiment thing. Is it even in that vicinity? CERN is not in Sweden. It's in Switzerland near the border with France. But have y'all ever paid attention? So basically, the slit experiment, I think that's what it's called. That's when they discovered that the observation of the particles creates a different outcome. That's why they can then discover that your thoughts create gravity. So everything around you is made of light. Like this deck of cards is a light moving at a different rate or frequency than this bottle. And every single thing that we are seeing or touching is made of light. And I'm probably not explaining it correctly, but what makes it different from the other things is that the speed it's vibrating at, basically. And whenever they have an observer, that's when the particles do something different. And I'm like, that's why they say to successfully manifest an outcome for something, you have to like get your mind off of it sometimes. Because if you focus on it too long and too hard, you're going to hold it there so it can't move. Like, why wouldn't we taught that in school? Yes, it was about good conversations, Miss Bikini, because remember the two people had the tea or the coffee. I believe I know what you're talking about. Europeans ESS. It will be the world's most powerful neutron source. It uses a proton accelerator, not a particle collider like CERN. One in Texas, too. That's so nice, Miss Bikini, that she thought of you. Reading about Spinoza today, and in a nutshell, he thought the universe had a divine effect. I don't even know who that person is. I'm gonna text that to myself so I can search it. So basically, the result of them doing all their experiments could literally be speeding up time. Not 100% true, but it's possible. Or the perception of time, I guess. Spinoza. Pastel, you done left. You can ask it, but it has to be a yes or a no question. You must have didn't hear me a while ago when you came in here with the Maya name. All right, Cherry Blossom, let's see. Should you become more proactive in love to find someone? Well, you have to be careful when you do that, because the universe only knows how to do one thing, and that's agree with whatever game we're playing, right? I'm going to work really hard and try to make more money. The universe is going to give us a lot of work so that we can enjoy our working really hard and our trying to make more money. I'm not telling you that because I'm trying to be annoying, because it annoys me too. I have issues with getting it to work correctly. Because we're taught backwards, you know? I remember growing up, hearing the grown-ups say that hard work is the reward. And I'm not saying don't work for what you get. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying energetically. I had them cards mixed up. I'm sorry. It is confusing because we were taught backwards. That's what makes it so confusing. So whenever we hear it the other way around, we're like, wait a minute. I grew up hearing money doesn't grow on trees. You got to work really hard to pursue your dreams. But then that keeps you in a cycle of pursuing. You know, it's like there's a fine line there. And then you add the quantum physics of the gravity effects of your brain thinking it. And it might drive you nuts. All right, let's see what comes out. Should you become more proactive in love to find someone? Hey, inner guidance. 8 of Pentacles reversed. The Fool in the upright. I feel like no. The 8 of Pentacles reversed is about not putting in more active effort. This is like not doing that. The Fool is very lighthearted, and it's scary to be in that energy because you're trying new things. You're doing things that you don't have a lot. Like his little bag is so light because he doesn't have any experiences to take with him to compare to what he's doing, right? So if you can try to find new things that you enjoy doing, your authentic self on a soul level likes to do, even if it's as simple as painting a canvas, you know what I'm saying? If you can do those things, that'll help you get into the energy of cultivating joy within yourself. And we always attract what we are. So as you're in that energy of the Fool, by default, you will accidentally attract the love you're wanting. That's challenging to do, though. All right, Pastel Dreams. Is AV interested in me? You welcome, Cherry Blossoms. Life is about 20% pleasure and 80% meaning. And 100,000% hard knocks sometimes. It seems like it. 10 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. I feel like this person is more interested in like getting their work or their money up, because the 10 of Swords came out with it. So they may feel like their money is not in a good place, and that's where their main focus is. Pastel. Inner guidance, you can ask a yes or no question for free. Or you can have an oracle card. Whichever one you want is good with me. I do understand, Miss Bikini. It's easy to just take it one day at a time, basically. You're welcome. A new job coming this month for inner guidance. The energy can be harvested. Your attention equals energy, apps and screens. Loop your focus to keep you engaged. That focus generates neural electricity in your brain. And that energy can be harvested. Is that like what they do in like Hollywood or something? Systems track your thoughts and use the energy as spiritual currency or predictive signals. So that's probably, I know this is a lot simpler than that, but that's probably why, like, whenever you're like wanting to get a new ice maker, I'm just, because that's the last thing I said I wanted to get, you start seeing ads for the ice maker. And your reality is kind of like an algorithm too. Because if you intentionally decide and do something that doesn't matter, like pink elephant, I'm going to see some pink elephants. I tried this before with a pink elephant. That's how I know it works. I would see like stuffed pink elephants at the store, stickers with pink elephants on it. You said that you're being tapped for your awareness? Is that how they develop the AI even further? Yeah, Miss Bikini, I probably just stick to getting my free ice at the store. And that way I don't have to worry about it because I don't have any counter space. You usually had to be in the jug for that. Yes, and other systems. So not just to do AI. Not just to advance the AI. All right, inner guidance. Do I see a new job coming this month? Thank you, aliens. I'm going to tell her you said it. She's learning some new song for the halftime show, I think. Dan needed a whole jug of liquor to talk about this conversation. Tower reversed, Knight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. So, if you don't let adversity stop you, or getting told no stop you, or like get deterred from trying to get new jobs, like applying for new jobs, I feel like you may get the attention of some company and get an offer, and it's gonna kind of be like you're not expecting it from this place. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you apply for 25 different places, and 4 of them you just did it for the hell of it, but you're not expecting it. It's possible one of those 4 might reach out, but you might get like 10 turn downs first. So as long as you don't let the ones turning you down stop you, it's possible to get some sort of lead on a job. Six of Wands, Knight of Wands. This is where you get recognition or attention, and it's kind of out of nowhere. It's kind of like unexpected from you just being resilient, and you just keep applying to whatever you can, stuff you want, stuff you don't want, stuff you're underqualified for, stuff you're overqualified for. Just kind of like broaden your applications up a little bit. And I feel like as long as you don't get deterred by being told no a few times, you will get something. You're welcome, inner guidance. Your name, birthday, ID numbers are part of a sacred math system like gematria or numerology. These numbers link to ownership, control, or energetic mapping. Things like corporate logos, courtroom layouts, and school floor plans are designed using occult geometry, secret ratios, and symbols. Your identity is encoded into a hidden power structure. And the thing is, when you get lost in that, like what you're telling me, we can't do anything about it. You know? All right, Dove and Peace. Will I meet a mature, reliable man soon? Emmy, they say you did good. Well, the Emperor came out. The Nine of Cups reversed. He might be mature in some ways because he's an emperor, but he might be a little emotionally codependent. So that might be the one thing that's not good about him. That can turn out to be like a clingy person or someone who like depends on you to keep them happy kind of thing. It's not like a deal breaker as long as they'll work on that. But I'm going to say yes, there's just going to be some emotional issues going on. But possibly a yes, because it's an emperor. I can't say no when the emperor came out. You a fan, Miss Bikini? I think she's about to go lay down, y'all, because it's 10. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to do Kaylee because she just came in, and then I'm going to get off here. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, aliens. So I can tell her good night and all that good jazz. Does R want to continue to try to have a serious connection with me? All right, Kaylee, let me check. Ten of Swords. Four of Pentacles. This person is not feeling like they want to continue. I don't know if something happened to hurt you that you said that hurt them, or they said something to hurt you. But the Ten of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, they're being very closed off. They're in this energy of a painful ending. And also, they're not willing to be honest and open about it with the Seven of Swords. This can be someone who tells lies or just withholds like part of the truth, which is the same thing as a lie, in my opinion. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Seven of Swords is not a good energy, especially about trying to keep a serious connection going. So in this moment, no. If something happened between you and them in the near past, they're definitely holding on to it. If it's been up and down in any way, off and on, they're holding on. You're welcome, Kaylee and Dove and Peace. John Wayne was named Marion. I don't know why I do this because my name is Marley. But I always say this when I'm having a rough day. Dear God, it's me, Marlon. I don't know why. My goofy saying. Hey, Maylee. Thank you, Marley, for all the readings and insights you did tonight for everyone. And thank you for being wonderful, Dan, as always, and a terrific mod. I know. I'd be like, dear God, when I'm having a bad day, it's me, Marlon. I literally say it out loud. Hey, Alice and Alex, y'all caught me at the end because it's my bedtime. I have to get up early. So y'all come back tomorrow and hopefully I can go live for a little bit. I love y'all and I hope y'all have a good Tuesday, okay? I see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully. I'm going to do my best. I'm not going to promise because sometimes it don't work out. All right. Yes, please come back next time. All right. Good night. Love y'all. Bye.